there's a brick too. Sorry I'm shaking, but it's just so hard to get a grip on this thing because it's just surrounded by so much junk. Yeah, I don't know. This one looks like it may be a baby bottle instead of a flask. It just has the look of one. It's a baby bottle, all right. It's one of those that sits on its side. And it has a ding. That's too bad. I'll throw it in a lot with other baby bottles and maybe it'll sell for something. But yeah. There's gotta be more stuff in there. Okay, so I got an ink here. I don't know if it's whole or not. It's a larger than normal size, that's for sure. And it's also a broken one. Well, it took me about all day, but I finally got me a Hutch way down in here. I don't know which kind it is, but it's straight-sided, so it's probably I gotta say cigarettes Hutch. But you never know. Let's see what we got here. Yep, that's exactly what it is. Well, finally got a Hutch today. Something in here. Oh, it's a shoe polish thing. Yep. Shoe polish. Beer here. Has the look of a tooled crown top. Oh, what's this? Oh, candy container. One of the little lantern ones. Yep, here it is. I really care more about the beer than that. Oh wait, there's something else up here. Oh, nice. Druggist, but it's probably slick. Yep. It's slick. But the beer will probably be embossed. You don't find too many slick tooled crown tops around here. Dayton Brewery, maybe. I mean, it could be a blob, but I doubt it's probably a tooled crown. Alright, I'm just going to pry it loose with my shovel, I think. Get out on the other side here. Oh, and it's not even whole. Oh, what was it? Dayton anyway. Okay, I got what looks like an oil. Oh, never mind, it's broken. But I got something up here. It looks like it'll probably be whole since it's small. Feels like it is. Oh, what do we got here? Perfumer type thing. Looks like a different one though. Sorry, I didn't even realize it wasn't even in focus. The way it's embossed is just crazy. It's embossed in a weird oval. And I am having trouble reading it because of that. I guess I'll figure it out when it's cleaned up. Well, the hole seems to have gotten sparser. Let's see if I get this light on. There we go. But I do see something up higher. I don't know if it's anything or not. I think this hole's due for an embossed druggist out of all the druggists I found that are slick. Oh, this is something labeled. So bright. Okay, I don't know why it's doing that. There we go. Looks like one of those Cleveland bottles, kinda. Yep. Cleveland, Ohio. Yep. I think it's one of them Baird's Furniture polish bottles. I don't know why in Southwest Ohio there's so many Cleveland bottles. You'd think that you'd get Cincinnati more than Cleveland, but get a bunch of Cleveland. I don't know. I guess people from Cleveland came down here a lot or something. Okay, say as my video ended. That's weird. I didn't remember ending the video. But I dug this Hutch out if I missed getting it on there for you. Second Hutch of the day. And first aqua colored one I've dug. Over here anyway. Got a small med here. Oh, there's something else there. That was a crier though, because that looked like a Baltimore loop top. Alright, what's this though? Something to throw in the part of the hole, I guess. Extract or something. Yep. This guy looks a lot more exciting to me. Really large. Could just be a slick soda or something, or beer. But there's also a good chance it's embossed, so gotta find out. So, is it another John Clee, maybe? That's insane. Yeah, it is. I can't believe it. Got two of those in one day. Those aren't easy to get either. I've never dug one before. So to get two in one day is pretty good. It's really hard to see in here now because it's getting dark. I do see something that looks like it could be a Hutch. I'd say there's a really good chance. I see a top. Oh, yep, it's a Hutch. Decker. Because I see panels on it. Only paneled Hutch around here is a Decker. That'd have been a beer somewhere. And that's not the Decker cracking, it's some little piece of glass. Something broken in there. I'll pull it out and see what it was. Probably some slick jar thing. It's actually in there really, really good. Alright, I got it loose now. Decker Bottling Company. Okay, looking at this, I thought it was something kind of junky at first, but now that I'm looking at it, it might be a Hutch. Maybe. It is. It's something. Because it doesn't have a... No, it does have a faded S. Huh, interesting. That's the most faint S I've ever seen on one of those. Because normally they have a very distinctive S on the base, and that's how I know what they are. There's more in here, though. If I could find my pick. Okay, now I did. Yeah, there's a lot more. Of course, this thing here looks the least interesting because it's probably some kind of medicine or flask that doesn't have no embossing, so I guess I'll do it first. Oh, it's a pumpkin seed, but no, it's actually looking like it may be whole. Despite all the odds, since the things are made with glass that's paper thin. Hard to move around in here. Yeah, I don't want to be rough with that because I'll just break it. Okay, here, try and get this pumpkin seed out. Probably gonna dig around it some more. Okay, what's this thing? Yeah, I actually discovered a decent layer looking around. Just kind of dug into it. Now I'm starting to find stuff again. It got really slow for a while. Just a giant slick druggist thing. I'm gonna see if this milk's whole. Because if it moves around easy like it is, then it's probably not. Yep, just as I suspected. Okay, well, I'm sure all of you know what a pumpkin seed flask looks like, so unless it's embossed, then I'm just gonna dig it out without filming it. Okay, I got another bottle showing here. This one may be a little bit different. It looks like it has company embossed on it, which means it's not a cigarettes, Clee, or Decker. Oh, it's got a tombstone. Oh, what is this? This might be something really good. It's got a different top, too. Oh, it's Piqua. Oh, sorry, guys. I didn't even know it wasn't in there. Prister and Company. Piqua, Ohio. Well. Oh, is that another bottle way in there? Mug base. Could be another Hutch. I'll try to dig it out real fast, son. Let me see what that is. Oh, it's a K, I think. Yeah, I see a slug plate. Try and get in there for you. It's really hard because this is way back in here. Yeah, Piqua Hutch is really nice. I mean, I know this is a K, which I'm way more familiar with, but I actually had 0 duplicate K Hutches until today. Yeah, this is why I need a GoPro, really. A couple people donate a little bit of money. I appreciate it, and I'm not the best learning, so I was going to offer, like, hey, I mean, I'll invest in a GoPro if someone who knows what they're doing teaches me. But no one did. Anyway, I'm going to dig around it a little bit more. I have to say that I think this is the best hole I've ever dug over there. At least on my own, anyway. I mean, this is pretty good for one hole, even though I did tons of digging. So anyway, first up is this here weir jar lid. Next is this lightning jar lid. Then there's this Larkin Soap Company bottle. There's many different variations of these out there. Have it on the wrong side here. Dr. D. Jane's Expectorant from Philadelphia. A nice looking pumpkin seed flask. A really weak embossed Baird Bros. Company furniture polish from Cleveland, Ohio. And there's this really neat looking blue milk glass jar thing. I've heard some people call them fairy lamps. It has a sheer top. We got a couple Hoyt's perfumers. Put up to the light so you can see a little better. That's a Hoyt's German cologne. Lowell, Massachusetts. And there's this one. Of course, I bruised it somehow. Bean and Vale Bros, Philadelphia. I don't know if I've ever dug this one before. Then I actually got 3 of these White's Cure bottles, so I'm going to have to look these up and figure out where they're from. I'm going to give you a closer look at the right one since it's the cleanest of the 3. I mean, this glass is just so thin too, so I'm thankful that these survived. Yep, White's Neuralgia Cure. Ridgeville Manufacturing Company, Cleveland, Ohio. Really clean Hinckley's bone liniment. Chapman and Smith, Chicago. Royal Remedy and Extract Company, Dayton, Ohio. Souders Flavoring Extracts, Royal Remedy Extract Company, Dayton, Ohio. Father John's Medicine, Lowell, Massachusetts. Case gin. I'm just waiting for the cork to dry out so I can get the water out of it. It's still full of water, as you can see. So I have a theory when it comes to this. I'm thinking that was dumped years ago, of course. Probably around 1900, 1910, that time period. And then the 1913 flood came, and that's how it has water in it still, because the ice is all dry all around it. I've never hit water there, so that's the only thing I can think of to why there's water in this way down there. Then there's this really unusual variant of a nice whittled, what do you call these things? Bitter quill bottle. But it's a really unusual one just because it has no embossing on the base. But yeah, I cleaned up perfectly. I mean, that thing is just ready to sit in somebody's window. Really pretty bottle. And even this one, I mean, these are common as dirt. Of course, this one's a little bit of a lighter amber than they're normally seen in, but just barely. The Duffy Malt Whiskey Company, Rochester, New York. Yeah, you can kind of see the color compared to the beer. It's also cleaner, too. And there's this one here. Cos Elixir. Not sure when those were made, but most of the stuff seems 1900, 1910, but I'd get a couple earlier Hutches, which I'll get to in a second. Decker Bottling Company, Dayton, Ohio. So that's one of the 3 common Hutches that you find over there. I'm gonna say Cigarettes, Dayton, Ohio. Normally these are seen in aqua. I don't find as many clear ones, but they're out there. And this is a nice ice blue one. It's really good looking too. Just it came out pretty clean and everything. Of course, it did have a little bruise there that formed naturally, but still displays nice as you can see. So yeah, it's a bluer version. That's the ice blue next to the clear looking one, unless it's a really light aqua, which it could be, I don't know. And then I got a John Clee Hutch. Now, that makes the three common Hutches, Decker, Sigritz, and Clee. Any other Dayton Hutch you find is going to be rare, to me anyway, because I've only found 3 or less in my lifetime of the other Hutches. So I guess maybe not rare, but at least scarce. Anyway, this one has a less common manufacturer mark. It has a, see if I can get this on film for you. C & Company LIM. So I think that's Cunningham & Company. So that's the same maker that makes the earlier Fussler Hutches out of Richmond, Indiana. And those Hutches always come out all sick and stained like this one is. Next is this one, and I think I damaged it by putting pressure on it because it looks pretty recent. It's another John Clee. This one was made by Edward H. Everett. See the EHE there. This one actually has a little bit of whittle on the back. So that's the only Clee Hutch I've seen with whittle on it, and it's just in the back there. And it's an earlier one. Let's take a look at the stopper, shall we? So even the stopper's different. So the normal Hutch stoppers, it's kind of like a hook, but this is connected completely all around. It's a big loop. I'll have to see if I can find one of the normal looking Hutches with the regular stopper. Well, I do got one here, but the thing is they're so dirty that you can't even tell. Okay, wait a minute, here we go. See, it's not connected right here, where my finger is. So it's kind of like a giant hook in a way. But this one, it is. So that's an earlier style stopper there. I don't know if it makes the value of this particular Hutch go up or not, but it is interesting. And there's this one here. This one has a completely different looking top. Pfister & Company, Piqua, Ohio. I've never found one of these before. And it also has a little bit of whittle on it. You can kind of see here in this video, it's got whittled looking back to it, and it's made by DOC, so D.O. Cunningham. And it has a neat looking bottle on the base there. So it may have been the same maker that made the earlier style F. Fritz Hutches out of Covington, Kentucky. Because they have a tombstone slug plate also. And that taller style blob top. I am still amazed I found 2-quart John Clee and Sons soda bottles. I don't even have any quarts made by any Clee, I don't think. Well, actually I do have one that I traded as a blob top. It says John Clee's Son instead of Clee. Yeah, as a Baltimore loop top. So there's an actual, there is an older variant than these out there. Actually, these do look like they might be like a slightly different shades, but the left one looks more aqua, and the right looks a little bit more clear. I don't know. But I don't have a ton of room right now, so I'll probably keep one and either sell or trade the other one. And they're both in good shape. Here's how they look with the light in the background. This bottle must be returned when empty. I think it didn't follow the directions, threw it in the dumping stud, but yeah, I'm glad they did. Yeah, they got a tooled crown top. So yeah, it's always a good day when you can add some nice local bottle into your collection. That's a great day. It's not every day you can do that, especially if you've been digging for multiple years. And then lastly, there's this one. Only Baltimore Loop beer out of the hole at Chance Brewery, Dayton, Ohio. Center slug. Not seeing a maker's mark on this at all. Looks to be in good shape. Yeah, I'll add this one to the collection too. And I'm debating on keeping this one. I've been keeping these Hutches from the southern half of Ohio that are all different. Columbus and southward that I dig up. I don't know though. I kind of need to lighten the load on some things though. I'm starting to think I got too much in my collection early for the amount of space I have right now anyway. But I don't know. So I'm on the fence on this one, but yep, it'll be on my page if I do sell it. So yeah, I'm actually going to be finishing the hole off tomorrow with my one buddy, and maybe we can get something else really good out of there. I don't know. So that is it. So here's the final results of the hole. My one buddy came over and helped me dig it out. He got some nice stuff, and I did too. So first I got another weir jar lid. Has some minor chipping. Another crock type of lid. Has one little chip also. I don't know what kind of lid this is. It looks like a lightning lid, but it doesn't have none of the patent dates or any of that, so I don't know. It is damaged though, so that's too bad, but brought it anyway, in case it's a good one. Caldwell's Syrup Pepsin, another one. Larkin Soap Company, and it even has the original stopper, I believe. So that's pretty cool. So I'm going to move these kind of out of the way here and start on the next row. Ingier's Petroleum Emulsion. Hall's Catarrh Cure. Amber Bixby. Dr. Kilmer's Swamp Root Cure. And a sample size. Bromo Caffeine. Bromo Seltzer. And got a nice pipe here. Dayton Pure Milk and Butter Company. And this one has a lot of bubbles, which is pretty cool. It's a bowling pin style bottle. Does have a crack in the back, which is unfortunate, but it still displays nice. Oh, it does have a ding there also. Forgot about that. This one's pretty cool. It looks early. I don't know if it is older than the rest or not, but it looks like that just because of all the white haze. National Remedy Company, New York. I got another little white neuralgia cure. Then got this really nice old insulator. It's not threadless, but it does appear older than the average insulator. Has a flat spot on top. I think it was made that way, but I'm not positive. Really thick, heavy glass. And then I actually got a larger size of a Chas Francisco Druggist from Dayton. The other one I dug was a smaller size. Unfortunately, this one's damaged just as bad. Instead of having half of the lip missing, it has some major cracks as well as a chip right there and a chip on the lip. But yeah, it's cracked up pretty bad and it's fresh, unfortunately. So But it is a different size, and I know a guy who would appreciate it even if it is damaged, just because it's a pretty hard to get bottle. And here's one of these guys. I don't know what this is, but it's pretty neat. Clear Gusset cigarettes out Dayton. Nice. K Hutch. Has an interesting look to it. Has a dot base. I don't know if that means anything or not. Has some oily stuff inside, so I didn't get it cleaned out very well. Has a different looking top than the other one does, and it has the older style stopper in it too. Dr. Petit's Eye Water, Buffalo, New York. I'm not familiar with that one at all. They don't turn up over here much, if at all, really. I mean, it did turn up here, so I guess they do make it here, but it's not one that turns up regularly, because that's the first one I found, I think. And this one was really cool. It ended up being my first pick. So I think it's actually a late handmade panel marble. People says Lehatin, or however you say it, or Navarre. And it's actually a shooter marble, so I'm going to go get another marble here and show you the size. So I'm going to show you this regular marble here on the right, which it actually may be the same type of marble, but in a smaller size. I don't know. But that one doesn't look handmade, while this one here does. Like that right there. That center mark. It just looks like it's panel. So yeah, it's pretty neat. It ended up being my first pick. I mean, I liked it enough to pick it over a half-gallon fruit jar that was actually in perfect shape. But it was a Mason's patent. It didn't have any company name, just was a regular Mason's patent, but it was a half-gallon, which is pretty cool because you don't dig half-gallons in a dump often, or at all, I should say. So yep, that wraps up that hole we got filled in before dark, and yeah, maybe I'll punch a new one in sometime. Or maybe I'll take a break and go somewhere else. I don't know. So yep, that is it. Later.